So in this video, we are going to talk about setups. We're going to go over setups. Some of the setups we talked about already, okay? I'm just going to go over them again. Alright, so let's go over the first setup. The first setup is basically a fake breakout, okay? Again, some people will call this a stop out. Me personally, I don't call it a stop out. Yes, at the end of the day, they are stopping people out, but if you look at the whole structure of the market, this is a breakout. Okay, so any type of breakout is usually based on continuation. Okay, so to me, this is more a fake out than a stop out. Okay, so let's go to this fake out move right here, and we have the market breaking out, and notice that we have this key resistance level right here. We have a breakout right at that key resistance level. Now, sometimes the breakout might not be right here. Sometimes it'll be right here. Let me show you real quick. Sometimes the breakout will be maybe a little bit on top of the resistance, and then it breaks out, and then it goes right back down. So don't think it has to be right underneath, okay, the resistance. Sometimes it'll be right on top of it, and it does a fake breakout and continue to go back down. So keep that in mind. Now, what do we have here? So we have a fake breakout. How can we enter? A couple ways you can enter, okay? The way I'm looking at this is a couple of things you can do. You can get in, alright, as soon as price this maybe breaks this low right here, and maybe put your stop right here. That is an aggressive way to get in, okay? Me personally, sometimes I like to wait it out and see what the market does. So the next setup, okay, that we want to talk about, okay, is this right here. A lot of times at a resistance or support, you will get this type of setup where the market would never come back. So me personally, I like the market to come back to my supply zone so I can, come in and basically take a trade. And let you guys know this is a 1 minute chart, so you will see these patterns on a 1 minute chart, these fake breakouts too, but it could be any chart. I'm just showing you guys a 1 minute chart right now. So we have a fake breakout. It comes back, okay? The best thing is probably wait for a reaction or a retest. And notice that we didn't get it. We got this, okay? We had this impulse, and then we have consolidation. So if I get something like this, then I will enter right here, okay? As soon as it breaks the consolidation. So the low of this consolidation is this candle right here. So as soon as it breaks this candle right here, I'm in, put my stop loss above the consolidation, okay? So that's one way you get in. Next way you can get in, okay, if let's say the market pulls back to this level, okay, you can get in, as soon as it hit that supply area, put your stop loss above here, and look for your profits. And another way you get in, because sometimes the market would do something like this. It will shoot down, okay, and it will blow past these lows right here, and it will come back to the lows right here. So sometimes it will find resistance right here, okay, and then I will have to probably get in somewhere around here and probably put my stop loss maybe above these candles right here, okay? So if it does something like this where it just blows past everything and it gives you a nice little impulse and then it comes back to these lows right here, that's how I would enter. I would basically get in with a limit, okay, and put my stop loss usually above the left shoulder, okay? A lot of times you don't have to put it above the head, because if it's going to make this aggressive move right here, a lot of times it will never ever come back to this high right here. It'll probably come back to these left shoulders right here. So you can probably put your stop loss right here, okay, and then you can go from there, okay? Now the reason why I'm showing you guys this is because, again, I preach this throughout my whole course. The market is not black and white. As a teacher, I try to make trading as simple as possible, okay? That's one thing I try to do, okay, for my students. I try to make it as simple as possible and as black and white as possible. But once you start to trade the market, you will realize the market is not black and white. Just like I showed you right here, okay? We have different ways the market will move some days. Some days it will give you this impulse, consolidation, and then continuation. Some days it will give you a pullback to this, give you like some type of head and shoulders situation, or some days it would just blow past this, come back to these swing lows, okay, and go back down. You have to, as a trader, you have to understand these options, okay? And this is my job to teach you these options. You can say, well, man, this is a lot of information. Well, if you want to become a great trader, okay, You have to understand that these are the possibilities. And once you understand that, you can, go in the market and be prepared for whatever situation the market throws at you. And this is the difference between me and these other smart money traders. Basically, most of these smart money traders are not real traders, okay? Again, they are copying from just one person, and pretty much what they do is the same thing everyone else is doing when it comes to that smart money trading. What I want you guys to do, I want you guys to be real traders and understand that the market is not black and white, and you have to be prepared for, pretty much whatever situation the market throws at you, right? So let's go to another setup. So we showed you those two setups. The first setup was the fake breakout, and the next setup is an impulse setup and consolidation, okay, for another continuation. Okay, so let's go to another example. Okay, guys, so here's another example right here, right? And if you hear like birds in the background, it's because I'm actually outside in nature in my backyard. So just letting you guys know. Now we have a nice breakout right here. Okay, the market broke out. Now when I see this one decent sized candle, okay, and then I notice how this candle really didn't produce another candle, and basically the market pulled back and wiped out this whole candle. A lot of times when I see that at a key location, okay, automatically I'm probably going to enter as soon as it wipes out this green candle right here, and I'll put my stop loss above here. Okay, so that's one way you can enter if you see a fake breakout at a key location. Another way you can enter, okay, is again what I told you before. You wait for it to break these lows and then come back, and it will give you some type of head and shoulder type of situation where you have that right shoulder. So you can, as soon as it comes back to this area right here, you can get in somewhere around here, and you can put your stop loss above, okay, the candle. Okay, so as soon as if you look at the left shoulder right here, okay, as soon as you get close to that left shoulder, so what I would do is I will look at a candle. So notice how this is the last candle right here, and the left shoulder is pretty much lining up with that last candle. So what I would do is, if it comes close to this last candle right here, which is that red candle, I'll put my limit order right here, and as soon as it touches that, I'm in the market. I'll put my stop loss right here. So that's how I'll play this. Once I see this fake breakout setup, okay, and breaks these lows, it comes back here. That's how I'll play that setup. Okay. Again, most of my trades, when it comes to reversals, I'm using limit orders, because if it is a true reversal, it will never go past these swing highs. Okay, and vice versa. If the market's going up, it will never go past the swing lows if it's a true reversal. So that's why I'm always using limits, because I don't care about looking for confirmation, because we're talking about a reversal. Now if I'm trading a trend, that's something different. Okay, so let's go to another setup. Okay, so here is the next setup, guys, and this setup is pretty much called a volume break. All right, and I use these setups, of course, when the market is reversing, and also I can use it in a trend, okay, if I see the market breaking out, whatever the case is. And I don't use them a lot. I don't use these setups a lot, but sometimes when it makes sense, I will definitely use it. Okay, to me, this will make sense to me, because if you notice how we had this crazy selling, and let's say that we was looking for a reversal, okay, and the market didn't pull back at all. We had this nice selling going on. Now, a volume break is basically when the market breaks, okay, the low. So notice how we have this consolidation going on, right? And notice how this candle right here breaks out. It didn't stall at all, okay? It broke this level right here, and basically it kept going. And notice how it was a clean break, okay? And let me show you guys an example of a break where it's not clean. Okay, so here's an example when a break is not clean. It's breaking, it's pulling back, and notice how it broke this, but it doesn't have a lot of volume behind it. It pulls back, even break this high right here. It breaks it, pulls back, it breaks it now, and closes above this level right here, and it's finally going, and then basically it continues to go back up. So this is an example of a breakout that's not clean. The market's making higher highs, but as soon as it breaks the high, it's stuttering a little bit, okay, and it's not with a lot of volume. So that's what I mean. So let's go to other examples. Okay, so right here we have a nice clean break with volume right here. Okay, now a lot of times when I see this move right here, it will come back to the level, okay, and a lot of times it will reject that level right here. Okay, and when I see this, and if I decide to trade this type of setup, I'll just put a limit order right here, put my stop above this consolidation. Now this actually might be a quick scalp, meaning I just go for a quick one-to-one, or if I'm very close to the reversal level, I'll let it run. Now I want you to notice how we have another clean break right here. Notice how the market broke this low right here with a lot of volume right here, very clean, no hesitation, and it came back to this level right here. Again, I could put a limit order right here, put my stop loss above here. Now a lot of times you will see the market not react to the swing low, but instead react to the last candle. Okay, so sometimes it will react to the last candle or the swing low. So it all depends on how you want to play this. Okay, sometimes you will see it would just react to the swing low and then go down. But these clean breaks, okay, these clean breaks when it breaks these lows are very good setups, especially if you're dealing with a market that's going either one way and you want to get in. You can use these for scalps, or you can use it to get in a trend or whatever the case is. All right, so let me show you one more example. Okay, so here's another setup right here. Notice how it broke this high right here, but the volume was low. Okay, now just because the volume is low doesn't mean that it can't continue to go back up. What I'm looking for is smart money. Okay, so we see how it breaks this high right here with a lot of volume right here. The reason why I'm looking for smart money, because I know there's a strong possibility if it comes back to these areas right here, I get in with a limit order, okay, and look for one-to-one or a quick move to the upside. Now if you, okay, get in right here, like I said before, a lot of times you will see it just react to the high, okay, to the swing high or swing lows. So a lot of times you don't even have to put your stop loss below here. You can say, all right, I want my stop loss maybe at the middle of the whole swing. For the most part, if you want to just keep it at the swing low and look for a one-to-one, you can do that. Okay, again, whatever you feel comfortable with, that's what you do. So those are setups that I want to show you guys. All right, so let's go to the next video.